Hakeem with the Cavalier Daily Multimedia Team, and today we have with us second-year council candidates for Vice President, Conrad Tindall, John Moore, and Alex Pinkleton. How are you guys doing today?
Doing well.
Good.
Awesome, thanks.
Thank you guys so much for coming. I appreciate it. So this one's an easy question. Everyone take a breath. Tell me your name, what year you are, what's your major, and what you do on second-year council.
Well, my name is Conrad Tindall. A lot of my friends call me Texas. I am pre-com at the moment. If I get in, hopefully I'll major in finance. I am the Vice President of First-Year Council, and I hope to be reelected for Second-Year Council Vice President.
I'm Alex Pinkleton. I'm also pre-com and considering a minor in Spanish, and I'm currently Chair of Outreach and Spirit.
Hi, I'm John Moore. Yet again, I'm pre-com, and I've enjoyed working with Alex as a member on the Outreach and Spirit Committee for First Year Council.
Well, it seems like everyone on second-year council is pre-com, so all the qualifications are similar. Now, how did you guys begin your involvement with first-year council? Alex, we'll start with you.
I started first-year council from my association council, which is Page Emmett Dorm, and I felt the need to participate more, so I decided to try out to be a chair and was thankfully selected to be one. So,
John?
Sure. Well, I started working out with the association council, so shout out to Dillard. But it's been great, and I've enjoyed working as a member of Outreach and Spirit with Alex Pinkleton.
And Conrad?
Well, when I first came to visit UVA, I immediately knew that I wanted to come here. I knew it was a special place, and the reason I ran for vice president is because I really wanted to contribute to what made UVA such a special place.
So, Conrad, tell me why you ran for vice president and not president for your first year class.
Well, that's a really good question because when I first started running for class council, I considered running for president instead of vice president, but when I looked at the two positions and what they do, I kind of had a sit-down talk with myself and, thought, okay, which position can I really contribute more towards? And ultimately I decided that having worked with my family's business, the experience I gained managing accounts, paying bills, and paying taxes, financial things like that, that I could really contribute a lot to the treasurer role of vice president.
And John, why are you running for vice president and not, say, president?
Right. I had a great time working with the first year council this year, and so when I was thinking about where I would kind of fit in next year, I really wanted to make sure that I would be able to help out where I thought I could be able to do the most for our class. And looking at the details of each of the positions, I came to the decision that second year vice president would be that spot for me.
And Alex, why not president?
well, one of the jobs of the vice president is to oversee the chairs, and as a chair, I think I could bring what I've learned from the past year to that position and really strengthen the communication between the vice president and the chair. Having been through those same experiences, I can support them.
Alex, this question's again for you. What makes you qualified for this role, especially challenging an incumbent?
Well, as chair of Outreach and Spirit, we've had two great successful events. First is the Fitness Fridays, where we had 5 sessions. And last year, second year council had thrown a Fitness Fridays similarly, except their turnout was only 9 people, and ours averaged about 60, where 60 people got free tanks and attended the event, as well as a viewing party that we actually had this week, where 50 people came out to watch the UVA Miami basketball game.
And you, John, what makes you qualified for this role?
Working on first year council again in the Outreach and Spirit Committee with Alex, I won't repeat too many of the details she just said, but we were able to have a lot of good events, and I was also able to see where we could definitely improve too. I feel like right now what would make me qualified is that I have a solid gauge on our connectivity with the class and how accurate we're kind of representing everybody, and so it's something that I definitely wish to improve on, and so I feel like that's something that I could definitely do next year.
And Conrad, why should you stay in office? What have you done to earn the vote of your class again?
Well, having served 1 year as the executive vice president, looking back, I've learned what we've done well, what we could do better, and where we need to go. Looking forward, I really think that class council could shift a little bit from social events to academic-orientated events when it comes to class council's mission statement of class unity. The reason this is so is because I think as people progress through their 4 years at UVA, they become more focused on, what am I going to major in, what am I going to do with the rest of my life. And I think class council really needs to cater to that.
Now, Alex, what would you do differently from Conrad if you were vice president next year? What's your platform?
My platform is all about communication because I think that is where we are lacking right now. As a chair, I know that the support of having someone ask you, do you have a location ready? Do you have the food ready and everything set up beforehand is really helpful. And I feel like that could be worked on, as well as having the communication throughout. Right now, the vice president this year was to communicate with the association councils, and going around campaigning door to door, I was told that maybe there's a lack of communication there with an overlapping of events, and I would make sure that wouldn't happen.
And John, what's your platform? What would you do differently?
Definitely. My platform would be built on 3 main points in regards to the relationships of the people on the council and between the council and the student body. It would be communication, accessibility, and accurate representation. I feel like if we communicate more fluidly and more accurately, we would be able to be more efficient and get a lot more things done. In terms of being accessible, it's great when the council knows each other, but much more important when the council actually knows the class, vice versa, because we are supposed to represent the class. And when we do that, we're going to be able to accurately represent the class, and everybody can have a great time.
Conrad, what's your platform for re-election?
My goal for next year is to increase student involvement, not just within class council events, but student involvement overall. I think we can do this by engaging the university community more directly, whether it be in person or online, as well as co-sponsoring more events with other CIOs.
Alex, is it difficult to run against an incumbent?
Definitely. They have all the name recognition, so I've been working hard just, chalking around grounds, going dorm to dorm, trying to introduce myself to as many people as possible, and try to get that name recognition for myself as well.
And John, how do you maintain your integrity in such a competitive process, especially when you're trying to prove to your peers that you're better than the incumbent?
I think it's always important to maintain your integrity, and one of the ways to do that is to never compromise the values that you define from the beginning when you start campaigning. Remembering why you're running for office and really make sure you're running for the right reasons. Is it to hold the office itself, or is it to represent the students? And so I feel like one of the things where I keep checking myself is making sure that when I'm campaigning, when I'm talking to people, you're doing everything for the right reasons. And so if you set that up from the beginning, it's fairly easy to go through the process with.
Thank you. Conrad, look into the camera and tell your peers why they should vote for you again to be vice president of their second-year class.
Hey, class of 2016. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Conrad Tindall. I'm our class's current vice president. As of the moment, I'm running for re-election. Serving you guys as your vice president has been the most rewarding thing I've done. And I would really love to serve you guys for another term. Thank you very much.
Alex?
Hi, fellow first years. I'm Alex Pinkleton, and as chair of Outreach and Spirit this year, putting on these successful events such as Fitness Fridays and the viewing party have motivated me to create even more successful events, and I feel like I could do that as vice president. I'd also strengthen communication both internally within our council and externally with you all, and I would appreciate your vote.
And last but not least, John.
First of all, thanks for watching this video in its entirety. I really appreciate you taking the time to learn about the process and the candidates. Again, I'm John Moore, and a lot of my friends outside of UVA would typically ask me, John, what's your favorite part about UVA? And I always go back to the people. I really care about all the great friends that I've met here so far and would love to do nothing more than accurately represent them on second-year council serving as your vice president. So thanks for all your support, and again, thanks for watching this video.
Thank you. And thank you for tuning in. For more information about these candidates, please visit their respective websites and Facebook groups. Now make sure you go to uvavote.com starting Monday, February 25th to vote for who you think should be your vice president of the second-year class. I'm Hakeem Allen from the multimedia team here at the Cavalier Daily. Be sure to follow us on Facebook and on Twitter, and I'll see you soon.